A little do. Yes. Oh yeah. The audacity of wives. Yeah. So I walk up. I'm in popcorn. Walk up, and I walk for very first thing before I did anything. Walk straight to our room, and I was like, "Hey, you want any popcorn?" She's like, "No, I'm good." Perfect. Go start to make the popcorn. Well, that worked out because there's like no popcorn left. We were out of popcorn, which is a bummer. But we had just enough for one bowl of popcorn. As I'm making the popcorn, she walks up. She's like, "Can I have some of that?" No, you can't. You can't have some of that because I already asked you and you said no. No takesy backsies. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. No, I always do, but there was no extra to make. That's why it's so devastating. Mm-hmm. Of course. Wives. They're out to get us, man. They're out to get us. Yes. Hey, this is just life. I've accepted it. Try to give our secrets away. Yes, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. We're not totally screwed. We're just mostly screwed. Um, I sure hope so. Someone's got to counteract my 2. I don't think I've rolled over a 10 yet since we've been doing this. Yeah, I think Brian went in and tampered with my dice. Hey Audrey, can you pull up the stream on your iPad? What are you saying to the woman? All right, wives are back in. We're good. I know. The good news is I am not doing stuff for the session, so you can just listen to yourself talk. Oh, wow. Rude. It's been a week and a half, and I'll be honest, I have no clue what we did last. Oh wait, we have milk. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Okay, okay. All right. Remember. That's the important stuff. All right, so what's this recipe for popcorn you're following, Sling? All right. All right. All right. Kernels, easy enough. Oil, easy enough. Coconut oil, interesting. So this is how we make our popcorn. We don't have it looks the exact same, but it's by like the what is it, Amish popping corn something. And it's basically the same thing. It's like really fine ground salt with butter mixed in. It's butter salt. It is phenomenal. So good. Audrey, I'm gonna buy 8 pounds of popcorn kernels. You cool with that? Yeah. One more than 7? Yeah, it says 8 pounds. 128 ounces. If we move some of your books off those shelves in our room, we can put it there. What? Just wherever. Whose side are you on? She does. She does really love books. I'll find somewhere to store it. Yeah, it comes in a big plastic container. I'm just buying I didn't really notice a big difference, to be honest, between the other popcorn kernels that I got and just like Redenbacher's, so I'm just buying those. I think it all comes down to the oil and the salt, so. Yeah, you gotta heat it up over a gas stove. Yeah, but no lights. Can't have any lights on or anything. So, pitch black. Yep, that's the correct way to do it. The Amish way. Probably. Hello. What's up with you? It's not a good start. It's not a good start. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Audrey did give me some. Yeah, let's hit some tea up at our halftime. Good call. Well, I have nothing that I need with me right now to make it, so that's fine. Get it later. I'm eating popcorn right now, though. I don't want tea and popcorn. It's all right. Heck yeah, me, you, and Ben. Horror movies. Horror movie night. Okay, you deeply concern me with the way that you phrase that. Your watch doesn't know you. Your watch doesn't know we have D&D tonight. That's not even true. I was with you. No, I was with you. The first game I was on the phone, and then whenever you and I played, I was with you. You want to play it, Audrey? Dead by Daylight.
And she saw the stream. She's like, "Oh, mommy, what are you watching?" And I'm like, I'm not watching it, but this is daddy. Daddy's playing this video game." She's like, "It's scary." I was like, "Well, maybe don't watch it. Like, move away." And then like 5 seconds later, she came back and she's like, "Oh, this is," and I'm like, "Why do you keep doing this to yourself?" So I ended up having to move it.
She's a little daredevil.
I know. She is.
She asked me about it later. It was like after her quiet time, I got her up and I was talking to her. She was like, "Daddy, I saw a really scary lady and she was like running, and then the person got her." And I was like, "What are you talking about right now?" I'm so lost.
She was talking about the game that Daddy was playing.
She was.
That's funny. No, what happened Brian and I, we were all three talking in the living room of this house that we were hunting the ghost. A ghost event happened where the ghost isn't hunting you, but it just appears.
Oh, geez.
I'm over here making fun of it because it looks like Shrek. It's a chunkers
she's a
of
scary lady.
ghost, and he's got a club and everything.
You're a scary lady.
And when a ghost event or when the ghost hunts you, like your radio goes off, your lights flicker, and it has a heartbeat kind of sound going. It did that.
Terrifying.
Poor Jacob just runs off to a closet.
Oh,
Well, you know, excuse me for being prepared for the situation, okay?
Yeah. It was a little bit funny. Brian didn't even move. I was
died.
shocked. You did die.
I died.
Yeah, maybe
I
Brian
died-
should
I
have
died 'cause I
moved.
stuck around.
That's why you don't stand near a hole.
Oh,
To be-
I actually don't think
To
you
be
are.
fair,
Hold on.
it wasn't
get
the
you.
ghost hunt though. It was just the event. You weren't going to die. He died after that during the actual
Oh, yeah.
hunt when the
Yeah, I
ghost
did.
came
Yeah.
and dragged
That's
him
true.
out of a closet.
Gotta figure out how to
So-
do
I was
that.
I was comfortable in my closet. I don't like being forced out of my closet.
Can I not?
Yeah, they like to open
There
them
it is.
and
Boom.
drag you out.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
Not literally, but I was just
My
saying.
stream
are
title is showing
playing-
AM.
We are
Yeah, your
playing
stream title's showing
Dungeons
AM.
and Dragons.
Oof.
We're about to- We're about to
Is
hop up in here.
that Jacob?
It normally is our
up?
Sunday game,
Welcome.
but we ended up not playing last night, so we moved it to tonight.
Right, now
So
I'm assuming it's safe to bring up your stream. So I'm gonna do that.
You can, but I do have stuff up right now. Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. I immediately went back to Jacob's.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're good now.
Yeah.
Why did I put AM?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to let you know. That's why.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, that's pretty cool. You
You're
just
welcome.
choosing Brian over me right in front of my face like that.
Well, he's the GM. What do you want me to do? I don't want to see sneak peeks.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
That's-
saying.
What we need to know, we need some intel.
No. Do
All right.
it.
And I was, listen,
This
if you
is,
watched that hour before,
It's just some
You're
overrun.
probably
this
recording
session-
for the night.
not just for
real
the
magic.
night,
a
not just for
while.
the night. Yeah,
The real magic comes
the whole
in.
campaign.
The real magic
To be
comes
fair,
in.
I
with
don't
the,
watch your
popcorn
stream
salt
just
that I
because
get.
of this reason.
It's like Amish something or
That's
I
other.
just have it up and muted,
Popcorn,
and I'm
like
gonna have
butter
it
salt.
tabbed down so that I can't see it.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
I want to support it. That's all. I ain't gonna say nothing in your stream, but you know.
How was Camp Jacob?
It is
event
indeed the orange
was
salt.
fantastic. The physical camp location might actually be the single worst place that I've ever spent
No.
any sort of time in my entire life.
Well, that's great. Not really.
To
Where'd
the
y'all end up
point,
going?
It's
Yeah,
Ocoee
I discovered it a
Retreat
couple years
Center,
ago, maybe a year ago or so.
Never heard of that one.
Tennessee.
Changed my life.
Yeah,
Has
probably for
changed
good
my
reason.
life.
Very far. Is that far for you?
That was like 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
So got up there. We left like.
I used to be- I'm a white
after
cheddar
whatever
enjoyer.
Production left after.
So I used to be
church
white
on
cheddar,
Sunday
but-
last week to go set up
This is the stuff.
because kids got there on Monday, and so did all the setting up. Went to sleep, and when I woke up Monday morning, I could not hear out of my left ear, and had like pretty bad vertigo and like all kinds of weird things going on. Went to the urgent care up there, got seen by somebody who I'm not actually convinced is any sort of medical professional. But for the first time, my mom says, even in my childhood, but definitely in my adult life,
I'll
was
send you the one
diagnosed
that I
with an
get.
ear
That way,
infection
that way you can stay stocked. It's pretty
because
pretty
that's
amazing.
how dirty the place was that we were staying.
ugh.
Horrible.
And currently still cannot hear out of my left ear. So that's super cool.
How did you
Hmm.
guys end up somewhere that terrible? I don't understand.
So part of it is we like are pretty much married to like going Memorial Day week. Like
Oh,
that's like
okay.
the only date that they want to go. And so we were at a really nice place that was only about 30-40 minutes away from the church. And the camp was like a Church of God camp, but like they were letting us come in and use it. Well, apparently, in the reason that we switched last year, which I didn't go because I was in the hospital watching Jessica deliver my son. But apparently, the reason that we stopped going there was basically they were like, "Yeah, you can book your date, but if a Church of God group comes in and wants your date, we're gonna kick you out."
Oh.
And
That's so nice.
And so, like, we obviously like didn't want to be like, okay, well, we're, you know, we don't want to get told like a month and a half, 2 months before that we don't have a camp location because that's not gonna fly. So we ended up having to find a place, and this place apparently was what they chose because that's pretty much all that was available during this week. And so, needless to say, after this year, there were quite a few complaints and signups were down because parents don't want to send their kids to hell for a week.
Parents are so
yeah.
soft nowadays.
I agree.
You got to send them there so they know they don't want to go back.
Right. Right. So,
What happened to me?
so yeah, I mean, like
I'm
that's
just playing.
that's pretty much
For real,
pretty much
hell
what the week
parents.
was. I mean, the week itself was really great. Like we had a good number of decisions. Like I think yesterday across all of our campuses, we baptized like 22 kids.
That's awesome.
So like it was a really, really good week and lots of positive things. But like where we slept was essentially, it was this building that was just like a big wide open room and concrete floors that I'm not convinced have been swept since last year.
That video filled me
There
with
were
white
like
hot
dead
rage, man. I'll
gnats
be
all over
honest
the
with you.
sink. When you would shower,
It was,
there were
it
like
was so
mosquitoes
obviously
flying around
like
in the
scripted and fake.
shower.
I feel like I've been here.
I guess what I don't understand is like, did nobody go up and like, it's not that far away. Did nobody go up and visit it first?
Yeah, apparently they did, and apparently like they only showed them the best parts of it because I don't really understand how this is the place that you land on, but I also think part of it was like the other places that we visited were not available for this week. And they're not really willing to change the date. So I think we're going to go back to that Church of God camp and basically ask, like, hey, if we sign on for like 3 years and pay you like 3 years worth of deposit, can you not kick us off of our date? And basically just like attack it from that angle and be like,
Yep, put it in
we-
contract too.
right. And the thing is, like, this is what doesn't make sense to me is like they give the Church of God groups a discount. So it's like they would kick us off of our date to then lose money.
It
So, like,
was
that doesn't really
Oconee
make
Retreat
sense. Like,
Center.
they weren't giving
in
us any
Tennessee.
sort of discount. And we were renting the entire camp out. Like nobody else was there. So I don't really understand why they were so insistent on it just being a Church of God camp, but you know.
They probably had an old person complain, most likely. Some old Gertrude came in. Was like, why are we letting some non-Christians stay at our camp?
Was probably a Karen or a Richard.
Yeah,
Well, and
could
like
have been a dick.
their campus was like gorgeous. Like I went 2 years ago and it was there like as one of the middle school leaders, and like it was fantastic. Like even the accommodations for the kids, like it was like they had bunks and the like bathrooms in the bunkhouses were pretty nice, and they had a pool area that was super nice and this massive rec field. But our executive pastor sent a survey out to like all the staff and leaders, basically like, hey, rate every part of the camp. And we were we were a little prideful in that there were only 2 categories that scored a 90 or above, and worship was one of them. So we were pretty happy about that. But yeah, I was kind of going through it last week, and I'm still kind of going through it because
That's rough.
I don't. And we talked to one of our friends who she's a nurse and works like in an ENT office, and basically she was like, "Yeah, this happens from time to time. Like when you get a really, really bad sinus infection," and she was like, "Basically, the reason you can't hear is there's fluid stuck in your middle ear, but your sinuses are so swollen." And the sinus pressure is still so great that it can't get out, and that's why your hearing is muffled. And she was like, pretty much it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, for like
until
professionally
your
moderating,
sinuses
like
are not inflamed.
the stream actually
anymore.
ends up growing and getting
And she
bigger.
was like, for some people it
Mod
takes a few
view
days,
is
for some
awesome.
people it takes weeks.
It doesn't matter that much right now because there's not many people, but
she
when
was
there's
like,
a bunch
the
of people,
only
it'd be
thing that
really
we can
good.
actually do to help would be to literally put a tube in your ear. And I
Oh,
was
there you
like,
go.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
What? Why not?
No. We're not cutting a hole in my eardrum.
They have to like put you under for that, right?
She said in adults that they actually don't have to.
No, nope,
Oh,
nope, nope, nope. No thanks.
She said you have the option to, but obviously then you have to pay the hospital bill.
Wait, but didn't you do LASIK surgery, Jacob? And they didn't put you under for that?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
you also did LASIK? We both did LASIK?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did
amazing.
LASIK a long time ago.
For some reason I didn't realize
Yeah,
I did LASIK.
Wouldn't it? I mean, I feel like that's much worse than the ear. At
Yeah,
least
it was-
the ear, I can't see
yeah.
them doing it.
It was horrible. Yeah, it was a terrible experience. I hated every second of it.
I was actually fine with it.
Okay,
For me,
me too.
For me,
No,
Like-
you weren't, Jacob.
my like biggest nightmare is like losing my hearing, like just because I'm such a like music is kind of my career, and so losing my hearing is like I would much rather be blind than deaf. Like
No way.
you could take my eyesight away and I'd be fine as long as I could hear.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
And so like just having
yeah, there's a
people,
ton of
like, go
features. It's
into
cool how you
my
can like
ear.
customize it, like drag things
And
around
the
the way
thing
you
is,
want
like
it as
once
well.
they put that tube in, like my
yeah,
eardrum
mod view
will
is
always have a
really, really
hole
cool.
in it. And like people, and she was like, yeah, like it's going to affect your hearing, like at some point, like to some extent for the rest of your life. And I was like, I'm just not willing to do that.
That does make sense for you, though.
Especially because like every Sunday I wear like inner monitors, and so like my monitor goes literally inside my ear canal and like seals it off. So it's like I can't then have
No,
a
we just do a
hole
little,
in
we
my
do a little
eardrum
chatting before.
while I'm wearing those.
Normally like 15 or so minutes. We just kind of
So-
catch up, tell some stories, and then we jump in it.
It's annoying right now, but she did say, she was like, eventually it will go away. She was like, just whatever's in there needs to kind of like work itself out.
Let me know, Seth, though, as we start. Let me know like what you
Hope,
think about the view that we're
Definitely don't think it's
using.
better. That sucks.
Because
mean, it's-
Ear infections suck a lot.
so I'm
I mean, like I said,
prone
this is
to.
my
There's
very
not a
first
whole lot
one. Like, I
necessarily
had no idea
happening
what was
on the
happening.
screen, so
I
I'm
was just like, I
prone
can't
to
hear
stay
out
on
my
this
left
screen,
ear.
so you can see more of me, and then you can still see
Uh,
it a little
but
bit.
the sinus pressure was so great
but I
that
could-
like literally had like vertigo. Like I was dizzy.
But there's
I
just not a lot
literally
going
looked
on.
drunk walking around Walmart at
You know
like
what I mean?
9 o'clock in the morning.
This feels like it makes more sense.
So it was a pretty great experience. So been on antibiotics since last week.
But then, like whenever a
and
combat or something starts, then swap.
I'm kind of gonna give
That's what
it
I'm
this
thinking.
week to see if my sinuses like die down. And then if they don't, like I'm gonna try to maybe see if like just go to urgent care and see if they can put me on a steroid or something that'll open everything up. But I'm trying like all the at-home remedies and I'm doing everything I can. So, but I mean, you know, it's a very minor inconvenience in the grand scheme of things. Like I feel great, which is, you know, I'll take that.
All right.
Oof, man, good first roll.
Unfortunately, it was a 2.
Oh,
Yeah, your
17
first
right
roll was
there.
a 2.
Oh, hey, don't you be deleting my stuff.
I hold the power.
Don't you be deleting my stuff.
All right, get started.
Yeah.
So,
Audrey, are you here? Thought so. I hear her walking around.
Okay.
You want to go
Everybody-
check on her?
Everybody call her out when she is, but she's probably just grabbing them and heading right back. Audrey,
Sorry,
Audrey.
sorry. I'm making coffee real fast.
Uh-huh.
I like got up and walked away, and I thought, oh crap, I should probably tell them.
Mm-hmm. I knew you weren't here.
oh, shoot, I forgot to pull up my.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my coffee cup. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me.
Wait. To be fair, Jacob, we need her to stay awake.
All right.
So
Hey,
if coffee
you
will
got-
help.
Yeah, okay. You got me there.
Yeah, if coffee will help, then it's worth it.
Coffee better help. She even says I'm tired. I'm gonna go up there and push her down.
Okay.
And then help her back up and apologize.
Nope. I'm not gonna help her back up.
Just sit in front of her and eat
Liar.
popcorn.
Liar.
Fully believe he wouldn't help her back up.
Thank you. Thank you for believing in me.
I fully believe he would be in trouble if he didn't.
I don't believe in you. I don't believe you'd do such a thing.
That hurts.
It do be like that sometimes. All right, she just let us know whenever she's back.
Maybe. Who knows? Go push her down though. She'll make that mistake again. I know that.
What?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Selena was saying I should go push you down, but I said that was mean. I would never do something like that.
Selena would never do that to me.
No, she was telling me to do it. She wouldn't do it for sure.
No, you would totally.
You think I'd push you down?
Well, listen. Do you remember that one time? Like I don't even know if we were married yet. You like whopped me in the head with a pole. Do you remember that?
Oh my god.
Okay, it's
Dang.
kind of true. It's kind of true. In my defense, I was using
I'm here for it.
the pole as a bow staff, as every guy does, and I was doing some sick moves.
We were trying to put a sign up in front of a church, and then next thing I know,
I was doing some sick
Shot in
moves,
the
and
head.
Audrey was holding another pole in front of her, and I thought she was actually holding it, I guess, which was my mistake. And so I went
look,
to
have
do
no
it.
upper body strength. Okay.
I went to do
Alright.
I went to do a sick bow staff move, and I hit the pole, and it hit it into her head. That is true.
All right, I apologize. I take it back. I didn't realize you were a wife beater, but
Now you
I
know.
believe you do it now.
Now you know.
Yep, I stand corrected.
Thank you for
She
believing in me,
said
Jacob. I
yes
appreciate that.
anyways.
Oh no.
I was one of the real ones.
Jacob never doubted me.
Oh jeez.
All right, I'm ready to attack
Alright.
some orphans. Let's do this.
Ready to do it? All right.
Wait, we get
Well-
to kill homeless people? What?
I'm not
I'm at
stepping
work
away. Stop
already,
it.
Already on a break. Look at that.
Jeez.
Stop that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
All
get
right. All right.
I was just like, all right, guys, and that brings us to our 5-minute break.
Listen,
Now
that's
for
all.
the
I'll just
commercial break.
rebrand my entire,
Okay,
my entire
so-
channel.
Last we left
That's a
off,
good idea.
y'all headed out to the C ward. Y'all came out to the C ward here to a temple that y'all have been led to or tipped off to. It's called the House of Inspired Hands. And we left off as you were walking up to it. Which looks like this.
Oh, it's
Do
all over
you-
the place.
Ooh.
As you come up to it, it gives the feeling of a temple, but with the different tinkering and people who are walking outside. It also gives the appearance of a workshop. It's not quite a church, but it's not quite a workshop either. So you get this feeling. I need an order of how y'all are aligned as you walk up to this place.
I'm towards
Who'd-
the back because
who
I
would be in
left the
front?
troll skull last.
I'll go in the front.
Before we left Troll Skull, I took off my fine threads and put back on my normal threads and my armor. So that way I'm
Okay.
not fighting in my, if anything does happen. All right. Just put
Okay.
it out there. Don't want
Alright.
to ruin my nice clothes.
Noted.
Thank for a coat.
I'll be annoyingly hovering like right next to Shamara's head, wherever she's at.
I'm in the back.
Okay, cool.
And Kat's
Okay.
probably gonna be like right at Shamara's elbow.
I love it.
All right, fine. We're just 5 wide. We're just all right next to each other.
I think Zen said that he was.
Yeah, I'll be in the front.
He's in the front.
I don't know if you know. Why are you guys walking like weirdos?
I left last.
I'm scared if I walk in this place, I'm gonna burst into flames. It looks like a church.
I don't think it's that kind of place.
I'll go in second. I'm not gonna pull the.
Oh, I'm standing on my head on top of Shamara's left shoulder.
To be fair, he's flying.
I can totally
wasn't
picture
even-
Elliot.
that wasn't
I can
even
totally
making fun
picture
of
Elliot
Baylor.
saying that.
No, I
I'm
love it.
into.
I absolutely love it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
I'm here for it.
I'll just walk up and just give it an old knock on the door.
Okay, well, as you're walking up, give a perception check.
Like everybody?
Yeah, everybody can give one. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, easy clap.
I don't have my thing up. I need to get my thing up.
All right.
Hey, I got you, baby bro. Don't you worry about it.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Don't you even trip. I got you.
All right. Okay, so as you walk up to this building, let's see. Baynor and Zen would be the only one that sees this. Y'all both see movement at the
Sure I didn't
top of
see
the
it?
building. I'm positive.
You might want to check again. 9 that's a pretty big number. It's the largest single-digit number that you can roll.
You might want to check again.
That is true. It is the largest single digit number. Unfortunately, I needed a double digit number for this one, but maybe on the next one, a single digit will hit.
I'm close.
Just rude. Just rude.
Y'all see movement up top of a figure, and you can't quite make out what it is. Actually, Zen, you would be able to see it a little bit more, but it would look a figure similar to the description of what has been described to you, of this all wooden figure bodied creature.
Like a
And
gargoyle?
not a gargoyle.
This is
It doesn't quite like that. It
It looks like
looks
the thing that was the whatever's called, the like puppet looking thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Pinocchio would be a better description. It looks Pinocchio like, all wood figure. It would be a similar description, and you see it extend its arm. Not really. From what you can perceive, it's not looking at you, or it's not doing anything towards you. It's just like almost looking out. It extends out its arm, and it looks like it almost throws like a paper airplane. And it just starts to fly. This bird starts to fly in the air and flap its wings. What do you do?
Wait. So what did it do? It threw a paper airplane, and the paper airplane.
Well, you're
was
not
flapping?
sure exactly what it is that it threw. You just saw it extend its arm, and it almost looks like something in between as if it was a paper airplane or a bird.
Okay.
It's not quite a bird. It's not flapping wings, but it's not a paper airplane in the sense of a triangle. It's just something that's flying, some kind of something like that.
Is it flying? Is
but
it
it's
flying towards me?
not at the moment.
I'll just like hold my hand up, like open. See if it'll
Okay.
see if it'll just come to my hand.
Okay. You watch as this, whatever it is, just continues to fly, and it flies out for a little distance. I would say 100, 150 feet. Then it starts to come back 125 feet, 100 feet. Are you still watching it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to. Wait, no. I wouldn't need you to. I would need to. Does an 18 hit?
An 18
Oh, no.
does hit.
Okay. You notice that this bird figure starts to fly, and it's approaching its way back, and then it almost takes this dive, and it's like it's losing height, and it's like trying to pick itself back up, but then it picks itself back up 5 and drops 15, and picks up 5 and drops 15. But it's picking up speed so fast that you almost didn't realize how fast it was coming at you. And you take 5 points of piercing damage as this almost metal-like bird figure crashes into you and hits you as you misjudged how fast it was coming into you.
How big is that? I mean, how big? I'm just at this point to like hit me and fall to the ground.
Did it fall to the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. As soon as it hit you, it fell to the ground, and you can tell that it's like broken. Whatever this is, this contraption, this flying device, it's like a bird.
Can I know I rolled a 12, but with Zen
Can you
being
mark
in
that
front of me,
damage
can
I
on
did.
yourself,
can
Jacob?
I
Okay, thank you.
do we see that he got hit by something?
Yeah, you would see like this mechanical like bird. It's like made of metal. And it seems like it's something that was tweaked on, right? Like think of like a kid that's built a paper airplane, or like like those model airplanes that you could build and you like throw them and they
Yeah.
kind of fly. It's like that, but a bird.
Okay. I would just assume, if you'll allow me, that it came from potentially, maybe not the roof, because obviously I didn't roll very well, but somewhere a bit higher. Can I
Yeah, you would-
see?
Uh-huh.
Like, can I kind of see if there's somebody that might have thrown it?
Sure. You can roll again to see. I mean, like you would see if anybody would like to re-roll.
I want to do
to
investigation.
see if
I
you
want
would
to
see.
see if somebody threw it.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think I should have to re-roll, but I will.
You can
Perhaps.
you can re-roll, and I'll say you can re-roll with disadvantage this time.
Okay.
Just because you don't know the direction that it's coming from. So in this moment, you see that something crashed down and hit Zen, but you don't really know where it's coming from, or so you're really trying to take in this huge cityscape. But you can roll with disadvantage.
About a full second after this bird hits Zen, you're gonna hear me shout out, "Zen, look out, bird!"
Thanks, Baynar.
Look
Yeah,
at you.
that stupid puppet thing up there just threw that at me.
You see that this creature that's up top there, he almost like is taken back, and like, you know, like whenever you've thrown a ball, and whenever you were a kid, and it busted out the window, and you were like, oh no, I'm in trouble, right? That was like the reaction that he had, and he kind of like powered back into the room that he was in, and you see this door that is slammed shut.
I'll pick up the thing, the bird looking thing, and I'm gonna walk up to the door, and I'm gonna kind of, not like super aggressively, I'm just gonna kind of beat on the door.
Okay. This is you would know, just because of you being from this area, like this is like a temple, so it would be a public place. Like you wouldn't go to Walmart and knock on the door.
Oh, okay,
Right.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
How high up is the window?
Probably 35 feet, 40 feet. Nah, probably, yeah. Probably about 40 feet.
I guess
Oh,
fireball.
look at the guys. Y'all want me to go up?
You can. He seems like he shut that door pretty tight, but you can see. I'll be honest though, I don't necessarily know that was on purpose. I don't know that he was trying to hit me.
I mean, he hurt, like, regardless, like, we need to settle this. Can't just go out throwing things and hurting people. Like, that's how homeless people die.
Oh my goodness.
That was oddly specific.
Never
All
mind,
right,
I'm gonna,
well-
like, hide behind Shamara a little bit, you know, just floating behind her.
All right, well, yeah, if you want to go up there and check that out, I'm gonna walk inside and see if I can see anybody who
What
might,
is
Go ahead
happening?
and-
might be in charge.
It's a windstorm, so it may take me some extra time to get up there. So
Man,
Temperature's
temperature-
fluctuating
It's a
so
big
quickly.
windstorm.
Temperature is
Yeah, I'm
changing
gonna hop on
dramatically. This is,
Why did so many of those pop up on my screen?
that is a dramatic.
I was
change in
trying to
temperature.
exit out of it.
is this
This is a
COVID? This feels like COVID.
Category 5 hurricane.
Suddenly,
85 degrees
Suddenly.
into the world.
suddenly y'all are blown away into the ocean,
And we all die.
and the campaign is over. Next week we
No.
start Shroud.
I have air bowl. That's fine.
Shroud. I keep saying Shroud. Dang it.
I mean,
Anyways.
Curse of Shroud sounds terrible because we'll all get aimbotted. Just saying.
Big streamer guy, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Bought it.
Okay, so what was the last thing that y'all said? Sorry. Did you roll with disadvantage tomorrow?
No, I didn't. I decided just to leave it.
I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
figured out how to do it, otherwise I would.
It's yeah, same. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
I think it's control click. It should be control click.
All right.
Is it?
If it's not, then I get automatic.
It was control
Uh,
click.
Oh, maybe it's alt click then, yeah.
Is
No,
it alt click?
that was right.
Oh, did it take the lower roll?
Control click.
Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
that was
did.
right.
Okay.
Control. Yep.
It's
Yep.
not much better than what I did, so that's fine.
Alright. All right. Good
Wow,
news
14 and
is
13. That's pretty good though.
I
You did not
nothing.
see it though. You were close. Just missed.
Damn it.
Try.
It's okay. I'm just gonna follow behind. Oh.
Son of a nutcracker.
I'm just gonna turn
I'm
around.
gonna.
Hey, I don't know what you
You
guys
guys
are.
close.
Yeah, we know.
I don't know what you guys are looking for, but I watched the puppet thing throw that at us. Just
I'm gonna fly up there. Like, what was that thing? Was that a nimble right? As I'm
You
flying
go up there.
to the door.
Oh. Were you asking Zen?
I was yelling it down to the group. It's like, was that a nimble right?
yeah, that's what it looked like.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to go around back? Like the back of the building or no? Like, are we just gonna go in daggers ablazing?
I'm planning on going in to talk to somebody.
Oh,
Kat,
okay. Sorry.
Kat, I do
I'll-
appreciate
I'll
your
tone it
audacity.
down.
Don't
I'll
get me
tone
wrong.
it down.
But I was just
Yeah.
gonna go talk to somebody. But I mean, have a
Yeah.
hand on the dagger. You never know.
Okay. Okay. Can I see the bird?
Sure.
When you go up, Baynor, you just see a closed door. There is a tiny little almost like roof flattening, but there's not windows or anything like that. You do see the opening of the door,
Okay.
but that's all that you really see. Okay. You push on it. There's not a handle on the outside to pull, but you push on it and it is locked.
Gotcha. Is there like a lock or anything that I could see?
Nope. There's nothing. It just looks like a solid wooden door.
Okay. And how many beads of fireball do I have on my necklace?
2.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna look
believe
at it.
it's 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2, if I remember right. I'm gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna look at my explosive arrows, and I'm gonna get a twinkle in my eye, and I'll be like, maybe later. Then I'll fly back down. Guys, it's locked!
Let's just go inside. Let's just go inside and see if we can talk to somebody about people
I-
throwing birds.
I could blow the door if y'all need me to.
I think
Isn't
we.
this
I
supposed
think
to
we,
be like a temple?
I think we could just walk inside, guys.
It'll be the first time.
Baynor, I think we need to blow that door open.
I agree.
Do it.
Oh my
Do it. Do
You know,
it.
I'm
Oh.
starting to feel like you're
Look,
about
I'm gonna be
influence on
honest.
Baynor, Elliot.
I feel like y'all are all 100% really getting on this
We are choosing violence.
this role playing because Cat egging on is definitely something Cat would do.
Yes,
Yep.
for real.
Elliot saying just like over it, he would definitely do that.
Y'all are
I'm
just trying to get me
appreciating this.
arrested at this point, so.
I'm
trying
gonna
not to
walk
get
inside. I'm gonna
arrested.
walk inside.
I'm gonna
look
follow
up-
right behind him.
I'm gonna look at the y'all and say, man, I'm a fairy. I won't do well in prison. So, and I'm follows in.
Gotta follow behind.
On the contrary, I think
Or
you'll
would you
very
do well
in
because you're so
prison.
pretty?
What I'm worried about.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, let's go.
All right. As you go inside, you see all sorts of, you see different benches. The first thing that you see is like, it's like you walked into this cathedral of a church. You, let's see, it would be this one. And be all right. So when you come inside, you see different benches that look like workstations. You see stairs over to your left. You see these large, tall standing candles, this massive statue in the middle. And all along the walls, there's these different displays of different things. They almost look like inventions. You see a 4-foot tall working model of a tower that rings at the top of every hour. It's made of wood, iron, bronze, glass, and has like etched out hands that are solid gold that kind of point to the different places to tell you the time. You see this flying machine that has wings, and it looks like some kind of plane that maybe an individual could ride in. That's hanging from the ceiling. You see a model of a mechanical dragon turtle, and it has this brass plate affixed to its pedestal, and it reads, "Big Belchy sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders, 1363 DR."
Hey, real quick, where specifically is this turtle?
It is. It would just be, I don't know, over here to your left. I don't actually have anything. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so you see these different things that are just around the room, these different inventions and things like that. There's a few other things that you could walk up to and interact. We'll actually say that this is him right here. We'll make these because each of these little statues something. So this is your dragon turtle right here.
What's the general atmosphere like in here? Like, are there a bunch of people, very few people, talkative, not talkative?
It's not. I mean, it's, you know, looks like people are busy at work. You see people at these workstations moving around, tinkering with different things. You see some different people sitting on these pews. Maybe 2 or 3 here and 1 over here, and 4 up here on this front pew. You see people coming in and out of these doors right here.
Do I see anybody that looks like they're like obviously in charge? Like,
you almost meet eyes at the same time, and there is a lady that's walking up to you that is of Dragonborn. She's yellow, almost like a golden tint to her scales. And she is wearing these blue robes, and begins to walk up to you as she meets you close to the front of the door. Hello.
hello, my name is Elias.
Elias. It is very nice to meet you. My name is Valletta.
Well, we had a couple questions. First question though, as we were walking in, there was some sort of, it almost looked like a puppet up on the like higher up. There was a little small door, and he threw a like a little metal bird. Cat, can I say that?
Oh yeah, here you go.
I don't know that necessarily throw it at us. This thing hurts real bad.
Ugh. She almost rolls her eyes in annoyance and says, "I'm terribly sorry about that. That must be Nim that is up in the attic. We allow him to open that door, but just to see people go by, it gives him joy, but he is always into something. Is there any way that I can apologize or?"
It mostly looks like an accident, and I just, there might be other people who can't take a hit quite as well, and I would have hated for somebody else to get hurt. You said his name was Nim?
Nim. Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
his name was Nim.
I'm not trying to be rude, but what is he?
He is a nimble. He is a nimblewright. He was a creation that we made a few years ago for the Day of Wonders. As I don't know if you're from Waterdeep, but our city has these days of creation and invention and progression, and many different creatures and inventions roam the streets of the future of Waterdeep. And the nimblewright was created, and we named him Nim. But he is not able to leave the grounds here. He is alive, and he invents things, but he just stays in the attic.
I've never seen anything like that before. Is he the only one?
Yes, he is the only one. We made him, and due to different things that we weren't able to polish out, we decided to not make any more of him.
Okay.
So we
lonely for
bound
him.
him. We bound him to the room upstairs, again, allowing him to open the door that's up there, and he is forbidden from throwing things at people. But it seems that he has gotten into some trouble.
Would it be possible he seemed kind of spooked when he saw that I saw him, that he was the one that threw it? Would it be possible for me to talk to him and let him know I don't want him to worry. It wasn't that big of a deal. It kind of stung for a minute, but it wasn't a huge deal. I don't want him to lose sleep over it or anything.
Absolutely. I can take you up to him. Follow me, please.
Absolutely.
Is it just you? Is this your party here?
Yeah,
um,
these are my friends. Would it be okay if they came too?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Please. We're gonna walk up these stairs over here, and so you'll see her. Oh, her picture didn't show up. So she'll walk y'all over here to these stairs,
She's a ghost.
and when you come up these stairs, you will come up and immediately see this hallway that comes all the way down. You see these two passageways, and she'll walk y'all back this way, back to this hallway, and up these stairs.
Up to these stairs at the top left?
Yep.
Okay, so upstairs twice. Okay, all right.
So y'all will walk straight up to these stairs. She just continues to walk you up. All right. And then you all come to, starts to get a little cramped. You guys find your way here on these stairs. And as soon as you get up there, she looks down and sees that there is something wrong with the door. And she says, "Oh, it appears that the locks have been changed. I have no way of getting in here." She knocks on the door. Nim, you hear from the other side of the room, Valletta, yeah, I'm here. She kind of looks at you a little puzzled. I'm not really sure. Nim, can you open the door, please? I don't think I can do that, Valletta. I did something bad.
Do we need to get in there?
You can take the lock if you want me to, ma'am. Or Zen, he thinks that you're mad at him. Talk to him.
If you feel that you can make your way in the door, that would be fine. I would ask that you not break the door. But if you can make your way through the door, by all means.
All right. Let me see here.
There you go. Dang.
Right. So you do. It seems a little tougher than you were expecting, but you started to. You started to just jiggle it just right, and right when you thought your thieves' tools were going to break, it had just clicked, and the door opens.
After you, Valletta.
Oh,
he doesn't know us. I
yes.
don't want to spook him.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Who all is making their way into the room?
If they don't want to go first, I can definitely go in. I'll go in.
Why are none of these showing up? This is annoying me.
Because they're
I'm
ghosts.
inside.
They're already dead.
I'm gonna stand by Shamara. Oh, nope, can't. There's a wall.
Here, I'll move over a little bit.
The music's starting to make me nervous. The
Uh-huh.
name of the song is literally called "Something's Not Right." Tell me, no, speak. This should be bad. I'm never
Don't
going
ask
first.
questions. Don't ask questions.
Run with it.
Name
I'm
of
be
the
out of breath as
song
I
is-
walk up these stairs.
There we go.
Man, it's been forever since I had to walk up so many stairs.
Why are you walking, Baynor? You can fly.
Oh, duh. Oops.
Oops. Okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. So when you walk in the door, these aren't actually piles of stone. It's actually piles of like almost junk. It looks like different projects and inventions that are almost like scrapped. It's like failed inventions, and they've been thrown to the side after they've been worked on, or they look broken in these piles that they're in. You see this workbench that's over here in the corner, and here on the bed, this is Valletta that's here in the middle of the room. And then here on the bed, you see this individual that's made completely of wood. And he's almost balled up. And looks as distraught as he can as he's rocking back and forth. And just kind of murmuring to himself under his breath. You guys did get that picture, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The wooden wizard boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk over to the bed and I'm just gonna set down the metal bird. Like, hey, Nim, I think you might have dropped this.
Yes. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. That thing
While this
flew
is happening-
really far.
So while this is happening, I'm gonna lean over to Baynor, and I'm gonna kind of be like, "Hey, Baynor, like, try to show him the necklace.
Ah,
'Cause
good point.
I think he knows something."
Okay, I'm gonna walk over towards this, kind of past Valletta. I'm gonna walk over to him. I was like, "Hey, buddy, I think you dropped this too." I'm gonna pull out the necklace of fireballs and kind of hold it out.
Okay. No,
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on him.
When you service thoughts, whenever you first cast it, is scared, timid, nervous, overwhelmed. Those are kind of like surface feelings that you kind of sense. And he looks at it and he said, I'm not sure what that is. I've never made anything like that.
No, it's okay.
Can I do an insight check on that
Yep. And roll an insight check.
with advantage?
I would assume that you're also reading this to Baynor. So would y'all both like to roll, or one of y'all like to roll with? Well, you have detect thoughts. So, well, if you would like to venture deeper though, with detect thoughts, I mean, that's when you'd really have, if you'd like to venture deeper.
It's up to y'all.
If you venture deeper while you're rolling this, then I'll give you advantage alone. If not, then you can roll with advantage if Baynor wants to do it, or y'all both can roll.
This is insight.
Yeah,
Insight.
we should probably
Yeah.
both roll.
How good's your insight?
It's not bad. It's not great either.
Yeah, kind of mid too.
Mine's a +3 if you need me to.
Oh, I am too. So,
Oh, okay.
very insightful. I read.
Just full send it. I'm ready. Boom. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I was just gonna roll once. You could roll two.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still beat me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Y'all are
like, "No, no."
both. Mhm.
Go ahead.
Y'all are both fairly confident that what he is saying is truthful.
You've never left this room, Nim?
No, no. I, they placed like a spell on me, and so I'm bound to this building. So I've never left. No.
Are you lonely
kinda-
out here?
Yeah. It gets it gets a little lonely. Yeah.
I'm gonna step up here behind Baynor and be like, "Hey, Nim, are there any more nimble rights like you that you know of?"
I'll probe deeper at this point.
As soon as you probe, wait, it would be a save throw, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do I have to beat?
15. It's a wisdom save.
Okay. Yeah. There it is. Okay. So when you tried to probe deeper, you're almost hit with like a wall, and you're not quite sure why exactly you're not able to probe deeper, but it was resisted. You roll a perception check for me, Elliot. Okay. So when you ask that question, you almost see that he says, no, there's no others, but he almost becomes fidgety. His hands start to move, and he's almost growing uncomfortable.
So at this point, I'm gonna kind of take one more step closer. Kind of not necessarily intimidating him, but I'm gonna be like, Nim,
Okay.
I am like, we are not here to hurt you, but I need an honest answer to that question if you know something.
At this point, Valletta is also going to step in, and she's going to say something similar to Nim. She's going to say, Nim, what are you talking about? Is there something that you know about another Nimblewright? Is there another Nimblewright that exists? So roll a persuasion check with advantage because she's stepping in with you.
What is advantage?
It means that you roll
Well,
two
no, no, no.
dice and you
No,
take.
I know what advantage is. How do I
Oh.
roll it with
I
advantage?
think it's
Oh.
alt, right?
Yep, I think so. Yep. Alt. Click it.
Okay.
Oh baby.
Nice. Okay.
Oh baby.
Okay. So, he's gonna grow nervous, and he's like, as he starts to rock, he's gonna say, Valletta, I'm sorry. Okay. I made another Nimblewright. I just it and then she's like in shock. She's like, you what? And he's like, it's just, I'm so lonely, and there's whenever I'm up here, there's nobody to talk to, and so I wanted a friend, and so I made another one, but he escaped like a month ago, and I haven't seen him since.
Nim, does this Nimblewright have a name? Does he go by a name?
No, I didn't name him. I didn't name him. No.
Do you have any way of communicating with this other Nimblewright that you created? Like, is there any way for you to get in touch with him?
Oh, yeah. Actually, yes. And so he starts to get up, and he slowly creeps past both of you and over to his workbench. He starts moving around this pile and shuffling through. He's searching through these drawers, and he ends up grabbing this almost, it looks kind of odd. It looks like some form of a gadget rod that has like this little miniature umbrella, and it has these different triggers and buttons and gears that are all throughout it. And he picks it up in his hand, and he brings it over to you, and he brings it over to you and he hands it to you, and you can hold it in one hand. He says, I've been working on this. It works on me, but it's a tracker for someone like me. So maybe you can use this.
I'll step
I think
in. Valletta, to be transparent with you, we didn't come here for pleasantries. We also didn't come here because I got hit by a metal bird. But a couple nights ago, over at the tavern that we own, Troll Skull Manor, there was an attack. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but somebody caused quite an explosion at our front door, blew a hole in the wall, and killed a number of people. And one of the people that we talked to said they saw a being that looks a lot like Nem flying away, and it looked like that was the person who attacked our tavern.
Oh my. Well, I know that it wasn't Nim. I can tell you that.
I believe you, and I believe Nem.
We have a spell that binds him to this location, so he cannot. He's not a magical being. He does not know magic. He cannot leave the premises that we are in now. However, if he did make another of himself or creature like him, that was something we did not know about, and we did not put the same spell on that creature. So it could be possible that whatever creature this is escaped, and it is what caused this destruction. This tool that he's giving you, I don't even know about this. I think that there should be severe consequences for such actions. She kind of looks at him and scolding him through her look, her gaze, as she peers at him.
She's kind of doing that. I'm gonna like step in between her, like, and him, try to break that, and just be like, "Hey, Nim, can you show me how this tracker works?" And kind of let Zen continue to talk to Valletta.
Well, as much as you want to punish him, these are the kinds of things that happen when you leave a person locked in a room for their entire life. Don't you agree?
Perhaps.
Maybe it's not just his fault.
Make a persuasion check.
I can persuade her with these fists.
All right. Perhaps you're right. Maybe he should be given some more opportunity to come out. But when he was first created, the reason that we decided to keep him locked away was because he was a potential danger. As you can see, that turns out to be true. But maybe finding something else for him to do to keep him occupied is
Here's an idea, seeing as he's not doing anything here. Why don't you let him come with us? I'm sure he would be incredibly useful in helping find this other Nimblewright. And he seems to be quite the tinker as well. Obviously, we would keep a close eye on him. And we would report back to you regularly.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage. How long would you want to keep him?
What do you guys think? 2 days?
I mean, that sounds. If we need him for more than that, then that's probably a problem.
Nim almost interjects though and says, "Listen, I appreciate this. I wouldn't be helpful. I don't know where he is, or the only thing that I have is this tool. This is all that I have. I don't have a connection to him or an attachment. There's nothing I can do."
You don't
Don't
have
you
to
wanna
come
just
with
get
us. But it would get you out of the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll keep you safe
okay.
and make sure nothing happens.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 2 days. If you could just report back to me, and let me know how he does.
Of course.
But a question before we leave. How are these Nimblewrights made? Are they imbued with the spirit? Is it just magic? Is it some
Yes,
sort of
some
arcanum?
some different magics and fine craftsmanship going into creating it. I am not the creator of Nim though, so I couldn't completely tell you the complete breakdown of how he's made or how he thinks and functions.
Who did create him?
That I also don't know. See, these things, a lot of these creations that we have that are here in these halls aren't always made in these hands of inspiration. A lot of people submit these in the Day of Wonders, and some of them we take that have potential. Some of them we don't. And we thought that Nim would have potential, but it turned out to not be for the purpose that we expected. But we've kept him, hoping to run into some possibility of what he can do.
I think you found out.
You mentioned some concerns. Does this and before we leave, does he have any like specific dangerous tendencies or anything?
He just has a knack for curiosity. He does have the personality of a child, but he also does not. He's not too familiar with the world, so we don't. I don't know too much of how he would respond out in the world.
If only there would have been a way to figure that out over the years. And I'm gonna start heading towards the door.
So do we have to feed him, or how's this work?
I don't eat. No.
Okay.
Just stay close to us, Nim. We don't want to lose you. It's a busy city out there.
Okay. Oh. Okay. You have the this tool now, Elliot. He showed you how to work it, and he explained to you that you do have to physically activate it by pulling this certain trigger and holding this particular thing down, and if it is within 500 feet of a Nimblewright, then it'll start spinning. But it's any Nimblewright. So he did explain to you that it would
Black around him
work
too.
work on him.
Yep.
We just invited him to come with us, so it's completely useless.
Well, I mean, only for a short time.
But when you're within a certain distance, or 500 feet, the closer you are, the faster the umbrella starts to spin, and the gadgets that make that umbrella spin start to move and tinker.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get creative on how to use that while he's with us, but it'll be nice to have.
Okay.
Before we go, Nim, have you made anything in here that might be useful?
No. I mean, my bird, but that's broken. No, I'm sorry. No.
No worries.
And we're off to now.
What time of the day is it?
If I'm not mistaken, it would be like mid-afternoon.
I'm gonna look at y'all and be like, I wouldn't mind checking in on right or left. We did promise him to come back.
Wasn't that like last night?
I'm worried about him.
We can go check on him.
I mean, I can go check on him if y'all want to say, like, take him back to the tavern, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to y'all. Like, I don't know if introducing Nim to a dragon is probably the best move for his first outing.
That's probably true.
Well,
Side glance at Valletta, and hopefully she didn't notice what I said.
One thing that one other thing I want to tell you, Elliot, just above table, anytime you like the way that you would use this detector, if you're using it, is just state that you're specifically activating it. So just say, I'm going to check the Nimblewright detector, or I'm going to use it, and then that's how you would use it. So
Okay.
just so you know, at any point, just make sure you state that you're using it, and then
I'm about to use this at such random times.
The code is you're gonna pull out your Nimrod.
Above table, real quick. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. But where are we going after this?
I
I
don't
mean,
think we've decided yet.
We kind of need to. I mean, we have options here, right? So, like, we still need to technically talk to the dead, right? So, wouldn't
that's
mind
right.
checking in on right or left, right? So, also we, I think, are we all ready for the ball coming up, or do y'all need to get things figured out for that?
I think we. How many days away? That's still. It's like 7 or 8 days still, isn't it?
Yeah, let me see. I think this. I need to fix this calendar because it tracks too fast. But yeah, I believe that there would be like 5 days left.
Okay.
6 days, something like that. So you're inside of a 10-day.
Yeah. I think I just have to pick up. My stuff.
Yeah, same.
Hey, Valletta, has anybody ever tried to like buy Nim from you or showed interest into him?
No.
But he's kind of commonly known around here, or is it just something that like?
There's not too many people that know about him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is there such a small number that you would know who all knows about him?
The only people that know about him are me and a few others who are in the temple often. Even people who often come to the temple or tinker with different inventions or things. They're not even aware of his existence.
So outside of these walls, he would be just a complete and total shock to people.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a cloak to toss on him?
I don't
think
know
it'd
if this
be-
is.
I don't think it'd be safe just to bring him out and show everybody. So, I mean, obviously, more than welcome to. You can come stay in the tavern like overnight, and we'll bring you back. But I don't know if it's safe just having him walking out as he is now.
I should still have. Leaf got me a new cloak, but I should still have my old cloak with me. So I will just pull that out and hand it to him.
Okay. He takes the cloak and he just holds it, and it's laying across both of his arms, and he's just holding it like that.
Nim, you got to put it on like this. And I'll show him how mine's on.
Okay. He awkwardly puts one arm in and then the other.
I'm gonna go help him.
All right.
Here you go, bud. Kind of like dressing a kid.
Yep. Okay.
Then I'm gonna put his hood up too, just to cover him up.
Well then, we're taking him to Troll Skull. Is that
If
the plan?
anybody, I'm gonna look at him. I'm like, Nim,
are there-
if anybody asks
there
about your skin,
Trolls there?
No. It's just the name. It's just the name of the building.
It's just
I
a
don't know,
building.
If you
There's-
met some of our customers, you would say maybe. Okay, just saying.
Well, why don't? It was my idea to bring them along. Why don't I take him back and let him kind of get used to being out of his room, and you guys can go do what you need to do next.
I think we need to go to one of the guard areas and see if we can get into. Because I think that's what. Oh, where is it at?
Oh, the
Didn't
cleric?
Raynor? Oh, clerics, yeah. But didn't Raynor or the Blackstaff say we need to go see a guard for getting access to the dead bodies, or no?
No, that was for me. I needed to go. Roger said if I wanted to, like, do more.
Where someone
repair.
said that before.
So just above table to help you out. Because I do remember saying this to y'all at some point. The dead, depending on where it happens, but where it would have happened, dead people will be taken to a city watch station in the North Ward
That's right.
that are kept in a cellar morgue.
Okay. I will volunteer to go with Zen and Nim just because it's probably not best for me to be near the city guard if at all possible.
Well, I mean, I think Elliot, you have the tracker. So do you want to go with me? Because I'm gonna go find the city guard tower if anybody
Yeah.
knows where it's
Yeah,
at.
I'll go with you.
No, let's see. I think Kat should probably go with Shamara because she kicks cabbages.
Yeah.
And
don't-
Zen, it's up to you, dude.
No, I was gonna go back with Nim and take him back to Troll School. Why don't you take Cat with
Right.
you? We don't need three of us just to be sitting around.
No, you called dibs. It's okay. And then we're gonna walk out real quick. Thank you, Valletta.
All right. So both of you exit.
Stage right. Stage left.
Right here. Whoop.
And you guys were wide away. Shh, that was close.
Here. You guys just make your way all the way out.
I mean, there's a level of me inside here that if I see an open
Yeah.
door, I'm gonna go peek.
Yeah.
I'm looking out
Okay.
the hallway.
Let's take
Be
the
like-
scenic route.
Yeah, she said the bathroom's this way, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Open the door and poke my head in.
All right. You jiggle this door. It is locked.
Well, who would lock the bathroom? And I'm gonna look around both ways and be like, yeah, maybe not. So
I'm just gonna kind of keep walking down the hallway, and I'm gonna see whatever this is on the floor.
It's actually a table. It's a round table. It comes up to about your waist. And it's just intricately designed. Looks very nice. It has like a nice pattern of some kind of woodcrafter that was very good at attention to detail.
It
Crafted
is,
this
yep.
table.
We're on Twitch
And
and
it's
on
almost
YouTube.
like
So either
it's almost
one,
like-
either one works.
for
Welcome in,
art.
Zach.
There's nothing
Welcome
on
in.
it. It's just in the middle of this lobby. It fills space, and it has a
Yeah,
nice
and if you use my
chandelier
Twitch,
that's
it's
hanging
just
over it.
it's just I'm Too Frosty on Twitch,
Pretend to sit
or the
down
link
at
is
it,
on my channel as well.
and I'm just gonna be like, oh, we only brought in 10,000 dragons this morning. You're gonna have to work harder than that.
that's funny. Hey, you just like Zen.
And I'll be like, yeah, I kind of am, huh?
Hilarious. I'm gonna go poke my head. Like I'm gonna try
Alright,
to
what's your
jiggle
crazy
this handle
request,
and
Zach?
put my ear up against the door to see if I can get in.
All right, you jiggle the handle on this door, and it is locked as well.
Why is everything locked here?
I'm seeing him jiggle handles, so I'm gonna go jiggle this one.
It is locked.
God, where do you think they keep the gold here?
I don't know. This looks like a good door, though. Jiggle.
All right, and opens.
All right, assuming that we're following.
Nailed it.
Did you
I'll be like,
did y'all upstairs? Were y'all following pretty close behind him, or what was everybody else doing upstairs? We all
I mean, but somewhat close to the time they left. We would have started leaving to you. I would assume.
okay. All right.
I do
I'll
have a
say
PlayStation.
as you start
I do, why do you
coming
ask?
down, you have Nim that's with you because you told him that he's coming with you.
This is gonna blow up in our face. I already know.
And Valletta
Don't worry
is
about it.
there. So she's kind of walking on
I don't know
down,
if I
and then
have. I don't know if I have GTA for
Cat
PlayStation. I have it on PC,
and
but I'm not sure on
Shamara.
PlayStation.
all right. So y'all are making your way down. And what's the conversation that you're having?
You said
I'm just gonna tell Nim to just stay close to us because it'll be his first time out of the building. We don't want him
Okay,
to
so
get
you're kinda-
lost.
Yeah, you're kind of explaining to him the things of the city and things to look out for and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying anything to Blood. I don't like her.
Okay. All right. So y'all are just coming down this way,
Yeah.
coming down to these stairs.
Just gonna go straight down.
All right.
At least Shamara is.
All right. I would say when y'all passed here, you were close enough that y'all were still here. Elliot was doing his little impersonation of you. If you would like, I would give you the opportunity to make a perception check with disadvantage.
Unfortunately,
To see them down this hall as you're walking by, because it'd be pretty quick and you wouldn't be looking for them.
My passive stealth is 18, by the way.
Okay, then you would not see him no matter what. What is your passive
Okay.
stealth,
Sure, I'll roll.
Elliot?
So, you know,
Let me look
everybody
here.
freaking rolling dice all over the place.
Well, you said with disadvantage, didn't you?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, with disadvantage.
I would not
Is
be
it alt
opposed.
that's
but
disadvantage or control?
unfortunately,
Control.
I do
What
not.
is, how do I know what
I'm
the passive
like
is?
99% sure I do not have GTA.
It's the smaller number, so you have like your plus, and then under skills, it's the smaller number.
Yeah,
Heck
it's pretty
yeah,
high.
good
It's
roll,
pretty high.
Shamar.
Don't worry about it.
That is so low.
It's pretty.
What is it?
It's really high.
It's 6.
I don't even think it's 6 is possible, but this dude has a
Yeah.
flashlight on his shoulder the entire time. That he has no
He's
idea
like-
about. It's like has
Yeah.
glow sticks on his butt. You know?
Who all rolled?
Hey,
I
sounds
did.
good. I
It's okay,
appreciate the
Shamar
sub,
still
man. I
didn't see you,
appreciate it.
No,
I
I
hope,
didn't.
I hope you find
Yeah,
your
you are.
I hope you
Okay.
find your heist,
They know
your heist
mine.
friend. I'm sorry.
Nobody saw them down the hall.
Okay.
All right.
It's
See, y'all are continuing to walk, and
Okay, so
you're
fast
down
forward
here.
time.
Yep. Fast forward back to where we were. Yep.
back breaking into
Okay,
the
so y'all are
town.
back here. Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, "Hey, Baynor, look."
What? Huh?
So I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
I'll follow. Anything cool in here? Is what are we in?
All right. So you walk into a room, and it looks like a living quarter. You see a bed immediately to your left. You see a dresser. That's just right here. That almost functions as like a dresser, but also like a little like a desk. There's some different notes and papers and writing utensils and things like that. A little bedside table, some different things hanging on the walls, some different art and things like that. But it's not too intricate. It looks, again, kind of like think of like a dormitory style, like pretty bare bones, but the essentials. You know, somebody clearly lives here.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna make sure the door closes behind us, and then I'm gonna do a little peek-see. See
Okay.
what I can find over on the dresser.
I'm gonna go jump on the bed, like bouncing up and down.
You're gonna jump on the bed.
Yeah, literally like a child jumping on the bed.
All right.
Where in the world did these guys go? Did they sprint out of here?
I mean, they are usually the quicker ones. So,
Okay, so you're gonna find in this you're gonna find like this wait, what it was, yeah, it's like this little this clock that's like made or carved into like an owl, and it looks like as you investigate it and look at it, it has like different parts that move, but it looks like some kind of clock. It's small enough that it could fit in one hand, almost like think of like a grenade, like that kind of size.
He found a grenade.
It's not a grenade.
It's a hoot. I'm gonna be bouncing up and down, going finding.
You also will see. I'm trying to find my sheets here. Whoops. You also will see a bag. And inside of do you look inside the bag or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Inside the bag, you see sheathed a dagger, and it looks completely black. almost like obsidian. But you kind of, if you unsheath it, you kind of see like a glow, like a glisten.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put both of those things in my bag.
Okay.
And then I guess if that's all I find there, I'm gonna kind of like very quickly go over to the nightstand.
Are there any red cloaks in this?
No.
In the drawers?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, nothing that you can see. No.
All right, I'm gonna check under the bed.
Yeah, anything on this desk?
When you look in drawers, you see a little sack again. Looks like a little coin purse.
Grab that
Yep,
sack, baby.
nothing in there.
You see you see 50 dragons and a thieves tool.
Sweet. So we'll take all that too. Why not?
Do they run here? I'm gonna lift up the bottom of this dude's bed and peek under the mattress.
Okay. You see a magazine.
Oh god. They instantly grab it and pocket it. I don't care what's on it.
All right.
Oh,
God.
I'll send you a private message of what's on it.
That's how you-
That's why.
That's
old
how you know we're
whisper
having
the
a good time,
entire
Chubby.
time.
That's how you know.
It's instantly going in my bag.
oh my gosh, I love it.
Hey Elliot, I need to find a bathroom.
It's good. It's good. The character that I'm
we were
playing
looking for
is
one,
he's
so
a little
Let's swing the
more
door open and,
he's a little more
peek my
like
head out
reserved
first, look both ways, before we
and
go out,
a
then be
little bit
okay,
like
this door.
more
I
on the
can't
good
get out
side
this
of
door.
things.
I'm stuck.
And the two that are currently robbing a random room are not on the good side of things.
Help me, please help me. I can't get out this door. It won't let me.
Oh, my bad. There you go.
He said,
You can leave now.
he said, please
No,
help me.
no, I'm still stuck in this door.
You do. You guys did. You got. Oh. I'll do it this way. There you go.
Oh no.
Thank
You gone. You gone.
All right, I died in this door. This
All
door
right,
is
there you
closed
go.
on my
Rip.
face and I
Rip.
bled to death.
Rip Banor.
Wait, there was something bigger over here, right?
Yeah, there's another door there. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk up this door and jiggle this handle.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
We
All right, cool. I'm gonna,
I just
like,
threw
peek
a wrench in
slightly
things.
like
We met
wood kid
like
peeking
a
into
wooden
room to
man.
see
He's
if
like
there's anybody in there.
Pinocchio. And
Nobody in there. Just looks like a conference room.
I
But this time y'all are
convinced him to come
gone.
with us.
Just looks like a conference room. Little table.
So
Looks
now-
pretty bare.
So now Brian is our,
No-
is our
no
DM,
papers or
and now
anything on
Brian
the,
has
on the
to
tables at all,
Brian
or,
has to
you
come
know?
along with us as
No,
Pinocchio.
nothing that you really see.
We were
no.
playing Dungeons
Alright,
and
I'm gonna leave the,
Dragons. We
Leave
started
this door
we
cracked
started our
open, just like,
campaign
whatever. So
6 months ago now or so.
all right. I don't
Something
think
like
there's-
that.
You think
It's
there's
around
anything
there.
else interesting here?
Probably not.
It is my
Alright,
favorite
let's
thing.
go.
I love playing D&D.
So what'd you get?
Well, I found this really cool dagger.
Ooh, nice. Don't give it to Cat.
No, and then I found this owl that's a clock. It kind of looks
Never-
like a grenade and makes me
Never heard of
think it's a
Dungeons and
grenade,
Dragons.
but I
That's
think it's also
crazy.
a clock.
It's a
What's a
tabletop
grenade?
RPG. What up, Mariah? It's a tabletop RPG.
Pretty sure it's a sex toy.
Eh.
Oh yeah. In that case, I found this
So
magazine.
you're
and
it's
I'm
like
actually look at the cover.
it's
I'm
like
looking at the
you
cover.
create your characters,
Oh
and they have like
gosh.
abilities and stats and all that, and then you
Yeah, it's a sex
basically
magazine.
play pretend.
But what
And
kind? Like, there's gotta be details here.
Oh my gosh.
basically play pretend.
It's
so,
it's draconic.
so
20 years in shape
So
of yours?
Brian
It's got dragons
he's
all
the
over it.
GM, so he like
Undressed
creates
dragons.
scenarios, and then
You know,
we
maybe I'll
like
give this a ride.
we act out the scenarios
Put it
essentially.
back in my bag.
He's feeling lonely. He needs
Yeah.
some friends.
This might get him to, get out and meet some people.
Oh my gosh.
See.
Hang on. I have some sort of bug on my wall, and I have to go kill it.
All right. Let's take a little break. Actually.
Cool. This.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, y'all bullying Cat for real. Back on.
Who's playing?
Baynor. Baynor will meet me.
It's fun. You have to. You gotta get shots
BRB.
in while we still are in the campaign.
That is true.
I'm here for it. Cat deserves it.
Cat deserves for me to be mean to her. What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I've gotten back like 50 gold, 50 dragons.
Yeah.
It
Alright,
is
I'll be-
super
yeah,
fun.
me too.
It is super fun. It is, yeah, you are basically just playing pretend, but it's a good time. So we have some friends. We're like this group, we're kind of like spread out all over the place. So we have friends kind of just all over, and we get together once a week and we play pretend together. And it's a blast. I'll be right back though. I'm gonna go. We're doing our break, so I'm gonna go use the restroom. But I will be back. Couple of hoodlums is what you are. For shame.
All right.
I mean, I'm like fairly confident. I think I might have just broke my toe.
Oh, hey.
How, pray tell, did you almost break your toe?
I have a case of batteries sitting by my door, and I just kicked the piss out of it.
Well, if it falls off, you still have 9.
No, I only have 7.
Well, that might be a problem then.
Currently. If I lose this one, I'll be down to 6 on one and 0 on the other. It's a crazy situation.
We're concerned now. I understand the alarm. Selena, are you using that fork that was in the bag?
No, I'm not.
Can I get it?
You come
Oh, all right. Yeah, no, it's a great time though. Like I said, once a week we get together and do it, and it is like the highlight of my week. I love playing D&D. It's a little once you get past the idea
not holding up
of
the
just
shelf.
playing pretend, which takes a little bit to get past. Once you get past that idea, it is a blast.
So back when I was in the army, I was still living with my parents before I shipped off to basic. So I was getting up to go do a PT test for one of our drill weekends. And my dad was working on the car the night before. And it was like 4 in the morning, and I was like running as fast as I could because I woke up a little bit late, so I needed to go hurry up and take a shower to get ready for PT and everything. So I was running in the dark. I didn't realize this. It was raining the night before, so my dad brought in his toolbox, his entire like giant red toolbox, and just put it dead center of the living room floor.
Oh.
So I was full sprint trying to get over to the bathroom in the dark, and I smashed my toe against it so hard. And I didn't realize how bad it was until like I knew my foot hurt pretty bad, but I got to the like I was in pain, like, but I was like, I need to get there. So I ended up getting there, and it turned out my toe was broken. So yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna start back our session, so you
Well,
go ahead and
yeah.
say what you were gonna
Well,
say.
no, let's do that.
Jacob,
Pulling out this Dragon magazine.
you can add a in the compendium. Have you used that before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if you go to the compendium packs and then click on D&D SRD content, and then click on items and spells, and then click on items. For now, you can just add a +1 dagger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I may have lied to you. I may not have done it. I may not.
Okay. Yeah, if you just did that, it should pop up a window, and then you should be able to type dagger at the top of that search bar for items that came up, and then it'll say dagger, +1 dagger, +2 dagger, +3 dagger.
Which one am I going to? Because I'm used to going to like 5e
Oh.
to add stuff.
That's okay. You could do that if you have that one. Let's see, what would the 5e be? Would it be?
Because like I added the thieves tools from 5e, but I mean I can go somewhere else. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, just do. It's at least on my screen. It's red, and it says D&D SRD content. Click on that, and then it
Well,
drops
I
down.
got freaking Jacob trying to trade with me. What a terrible time.
It is never a bad time to trade.
D&D what?
Here, I'll just do it this way. I can do it. But yeah, I can show you. So D&D SRD content, and then that should.
I literally can't focus because I don't know. Jacob's hacking me over here.
He's trying to get you out of your will. The
I
principal.
like I'm about to have an absolute just like tism out. moment. If
Hey,
we don't, if
just be
stuff doesn't
patient.
stop flashing on my dang screen.
I only clicked it one time.
Dog, it popped 3 different pop-ups up.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I had to X out of everything because I almost force quit everything.
All right, so
Okay.
yeah, it should be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th folder down. D&D SRD content. Click that folder, and that drops down more. And the second one down is items and spells. Click on that.
Apparently, I'm in very much the wrong spot because
At the top right, compendium packs is the next to last icon. It's the little book on the top right.
I don't have a book.
I could just do this though. There you go. You have it in your inventory. Oh yeah. The compendium packs is there's little gears and there's like a little book that looks like it has a little globe on it, or like a little circle.
It literally just says copy document UUID. That's all it says.
Yeah, that's what ours says.
Oh, that's weird. It looks like this.
Well, as Baynor, I'm gonna look over at Zin and be like, "Nice +1 dagger. I already have one," and I'm gonna point, and everyone knows where.
Gosh.
Looks like that on the top right. I just put it in the general chat of the Discord, but it's fine. You already have the dagger. I put it in there for you, but
Yeah, like that does not exist on my screen.
that's weird. Okay, well I'll have to look into that then, because it should.
That's why I was super confused.
That makes 100% sense. Yeah, this whole time I thought that you did have that. So I'll.
Do it. I was gonna ban him.
The only thing I have is like from left to right. Obviously, I can pop it out, and then the only thing that looks like that is it's not red, but it just says copy document UUID. Then pop out, then sheet settings, and then like what looks like a med kit, and like
I
a
think-
green wrench, a paper.
I think you're
doll.
looking at your character sheet. The compendium pack on
Yeah.
the is on the like over like the chat and everything is on the far right at the top.
Oh yeah. Like where you roll your dice, where you hit the chat bubbles, in that top right, not in your player sheet.
For all of our development students, this is why you don't reuse icons.
That is correct.
SRD content. I know
Also-
you already added it. Items.
Mhm.
and stuff.
No, it was good for you to.
Also, Selena,
Yeah,
I'll
for you to
let
see
you
it.
the next one.
And then
Yeah, because I need to figure out how to do it.
items.
Yeah, when you click items, it should pop up another little window, and then
Yeah.
you can search things there. So if we ever come across something, and it's like, oh, you get a health pot, then you can just type that in there, or a health
That's so
potion or
much
whatever.
easier.
Yeah, and you can just drag it over to your sheet. So you put your sheet up,
Why-
drag that item over, and it's in your
why
inventory.
not? I'm glad that we waited until the end of this campaign to teach Jacob about this.
What did we decide?
Hey, now you know.
Well, good, just in time for us to change everything for the next campaign. So that's
Knowledge is power.
glad I get to use this for 2 weeks before everything changes.
Nothing. Good news is, not much should change from this to Shroud. So
Strahd. It's Strahd. Strahd.
that's what I said.
I thought you said that we were doing what's their face? The critical
Daggerheart?
role thing. Yeah.
No, I'll probably venture and do like some one shots if anybody would like to do that. I would love to do that with y'all. But the next campaign that we're gonna run, where we're doing like every week like this, will be Curse of Strahd.
The haunted vampire.
Haunted sexy vampire.
Oh,
You don't know.
I've
If
seen
you don't
what
know.
he looks.
You don't know if it's
No, I've
haunted.
seen.
But I
seen
do
this
know that it's
vampire.
sexy.
Yeah, he's pretty nice to look at.
He's in Baynor's magazine.
Man.
Centerfold.
Showing off his centerfold.
Oh boy.
That's his butt
Ain't
crack.
that chubby?
All right. So where were we? Who's going where?
I think
Think-
I'm just walking out.
Yeah, I think we were just headed to what you call it.
Yeah, we're heading
Um,
out to go find a guard.
Okay, I was just making sure y'all weren't doing anything else in the building. Okay.
No, we already left.
Okay. So let's go back to. There it is. All right. So we are back in the city. So who's going where?
I think we are taking Nim to Troll Skull.
Hey, what up, Stellan? Welcome to the stream.
You,
Welcome in.
Zen, Cat.
Cat and
Okay.
Nim.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
Brian introduced.
it's
an
through the
NPC.
C word, which is
Introduced an NPC, and
It's
I
not
convinced the NPC
really
to come along with us. So now
a
Brian-
dangerous place
So
for
now Brian's playing with us.
any of you
Got him.
walking through those parts. And then Elliot and Baynor is heading to a guard shack, the guard station, city watch station.
Yeah, over in the northward.
Okay. Wait.
I'm gonna ask Elliot. So, Elliot, I feel like we're friends now. At least we haven't killed each other yet. Question for you: what happened with Zen? What did he do that almost killed you, or should have killed you?
I mean, it's, you know, it's a little shaky because he did almost kill me.
Well, obviously he didn't, though. So
Right. Well, and it's not like he was trying to. You know, best that I can remember is it was, you know, some sort of accident, and I ended up near dead, and you know, kind of when I finally came to, it was just like he was gone. So something I don't have a ton of memory on, but
well, that's rough, man.
yeah.
Did you? How old were y'all?
Oh gosh. I mean, we couldn't have been too old, because, you know, I think Zen was still trying to hone in his magic, and you know, just like I said, best I can remember is he was messing around with it and trying to get better at it, and you know, one thing led to another, and you know, he almost killed me. It's pretty much every story of every brother. So
It's just
I
what
mean,
family
in-
does, though. So
Yeah.
I mean,
in
Wh-
in
where are we
terms
at
of-
right now? Just out of curiosity. I'm sorry. Above table. Where are we at right now?
Y'all are just walking through, you know, the C word. You would have taken a path that kind of went up. You're making
Are
we going
by Lily's house?
no, you're
Jesus out.
you're too far north. You're not super north. Like it's not impossible, but it would definitely be out of the way.
Can we go by Lily's house?
You tell me.
I'm gonna, while I'm talking to Elliot, I'm gonna hope he's not paying attention. I'm gonna be walking towards the Lily's house. But just
Would you
assume
be-
that he's following me.
Would you be paying attention to this? Would you
I'll
like
tell
to
you what.
put it
Yeah,
in
I'll
put it in the hands of the roll?
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
Okay, make a perception check to see what you notice. What would you like to set it at? Fail or savior? I'm asking
10.
I'm asking Elliot what he would like it to be. What do you what would you like to beat?
I mean,
Let's see, what's your passive perception?
16?
Oh, Pretty perceptive.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I'm from this area,
Because
so
so you should know. You should 100%.
Yeah.
know.
So let's say
like a
let's
12.
say I would say less than that for sure. With your passive perception of 16, I would say you got to be like a 6. I mean,
That's, well, I mean, then it's gonna be an automatic because
Oh.
I'm a +6.
oh okay. Well,
Yeah, you're good.
Should just play rollies.
yeah, you can do that. You want to do rollies?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just
You-
duke it
Whoever
out.
rolls higher. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do
Just
You-
straight
you
up
guys-
D20 or do perception.
you could do perception.
Versus
Y'all are
the-
battle. You're you do your deception,
Yeah.
and then he'll do his perception.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Oof.
Oh,
Oh man, that was pretty good.
Got me.
That was
Those are 2 high rolls.
Yeah.
Those are really
Yeah.
good rolls, actually.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I lie well.
But so I guess like I'm so enamored in telling the story.
Yeah.
You know, and,
He's,
and I'm
he's not even
I'm really
interested in your
trying to-
life.
I'm really trying to remember like how old we were, and so I'd be like, well, like there was the great windstorm that came that really fluctuated the temperature quickly. I believe I was
Man,
Yeah,
those sound
it's
like
too-
it sucks.
it's 220, 230 maybe when that happened, but then Zen was
That's
not
that's my
there
secret.
for my 300th. So
300. I remember turning 300.
yeah. Oh, the days to be young and spry.
I know, right? How my knees and now my wings start I'm kind of molting, You see this? On
Yeah,
there? I'm just
yeah.
saying. Need to get
So
some
I would-
cream. I think.
I would say that maybe in our 270s, or at least I was, somewhere in there.
For an elf,
Uh,
that's still pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, he practicing magic, and
Do you remember is it just the accident you don't remember, or is there you don't remember stuff beforehand?
No, I mean, essentially, just kind of the accident. I mean, there's a very small window before that, is pretty blurry. But
Gotcha.
the one thing I do remember was, mom all the time. The Elias, don't play with magic. Like magic's not to be played with. And what do you know? Mom's like, Elias, you'll shoot your eye out. Like, don't play with magic. And then what do you know? He almost kills me. So, they say mother knows best. And
My mom was the same way about my penis. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm weirdly intrigued.
as we continue walking,
All right.
I'm just joking. I'm a fairy. I don't have a mom.
Oh, and so I would assume at this point we're getting close.
yeah, we're gonna
and,
cut over to the other group.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What are y'all doing?
I am just trying very hard to keep him. Like, if Zen is in front, I'm staying in the back to make sure that I just keep an eye on him and make sure.
Okay, as
Cat-
you're
Cat's got
watching.
her arm. Cat's got her arm through his elbow, and she's pointing out everything and explaining stuff. It just is not. It's just a constant stream of chatter the whole time to try and make him not feel nervous.
Okay. What are you doing, Zen?
I'm just. I mean, I'm not really. Cat's talking a whole bunch, and so I don't want to interrupt that. So I'm just kind of leading the way back to Troll Skull.
Okay.
I just want to hear in the background
Hello,
"Well,
Kyle
you're not
Berg.
supposed to step
This
in it."
is Dungeons and Dragons.
When you're
This
watching
is tabletop RPG.
Zen,
Philip
Shamara,
Byers of the
you
Coast.
you
That one by
see
Hasbro.
that he's not really paying attention to what Kat is saying. He is trying to almost mimic he's trying to like stride for stride match the way that Zen walks, and like the way his arms move and the way he's walking. He's very clearly trying to watch him to do what he does.
Is it like a little kid watching its mom or dad and trying to mimic them?
Well, not so much little
Kind of.
kid. I mean, kind of in a way, but it's more of like he's trying to fit in, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
he just sees him, and so he's like, okay, well, I guess this is how you walk about the city. So I'm gonna do that, like Zen did it. So that's just who he's focused on at the moment, to walk like them.
Okay, I'm just gonna find it amusing, and just kind of laugh to myself, and just keep walking, just keep watching them, just listen to Kat, just droll on with Nim.
Okay. All right. So you guys make it back to Troll Skull Manor if there's nothing else that you need to talk about or do. We're gonna cut back to Baynor and Elliot. Elliot, roll a straight D20 for me.
Oh.
Okay. You suddenly have an unexplainable, unquenchable desire to drink spiced rum. You can't explain it. You don't understand why, but it is something that you have to have.
Hey, Baynor.
So yeah, and then anyways, so you just pop out of a hole and then bam, you're a fairy.
Yeah, I have this unmistakable just sensation that I have to drink spiced rum right now.
Spiced rum, that's kind of specific.
Yeah, I have this. It's just this urge, Like
I
if
mean,
you ever you needed to just be a captain, like just have a little
oh,
captain.
you have no idea.
So,
Well, I mean, is there any bars around?
I mean,
Yeah, you can find a bar for sure.
like, come on, Baynor. Look where we're at. We can find a bar.
You know what? Let's go. Let's do it. You're gonna be Captain Morgan, and I'll be your backup.
Ooh, you can be the Kraken.
I'll show off my Kraken if I have enough room.
Jeez.
Paynor's really horny tonight.
As opposed to other nights? What?
So I guess we'll walk to the tavern, which is assumingly right around the corner.
Oh yeah, I mean, you would walk past a bunch of them.
Let me know for
and
sure, but
I'm
I
gonna
think
walk
I
into the
fixed it.
nearest one. I'm gonna go up to the bartender, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, bartender.
Yep.
I have this unmistakable desire for spiced rum, and I need it now."
Okay. Spiced rum. Just 5 silver pieces.
All right. I'll slam 10 down and say, "One for my friend here as well."
Oh, bless your heart.
Or I guess I'll slam a dragon down since 10 silver.
Yep. Okay. And yeah, he brings out like this spiced rum that just pours it out for you guys in like these small glasses, and there you go.
I'm gonna look at Elliot, lift my glass, and say, "May you only drink 2 times a day, when you're alone and when you're with someone else."
I'll drink to that. So,
All right.
yeah.
We're gonna knock it back.
Yep. Boom.
All right. All right. Knocked it back. Anything else y'all want to do here?
Is he still feeling unquenchable? Like, does that quench your thirst, or what?
It is quenched. You feel better.
I'll be like, oh.
It was
That kinda hit the-
extremely gratifying.
Be like, Baynor, they kind of hit the spot. Be like,
Maybe you should get the bottle.
just take the bottle for the road.
I mean, if you want to. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more of a strawberry daiquiri person, but you know.
So I'll just look at the bartender, like, hey, how much for the rest of the bottle?
5 dragons. You can have it.
Cool.
It's pretty full. It's pretty full bottle.
So I'll put 6 dragons down and be like, there's a tip for you as well.
I appreciate it.
And I'll take the bottle and we'll hit the road.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as we head out, I'm still heading towards Mama Lily's.
You are all good, Chubby. No
Okay.
worries.
At this point,
just,
we're pretty close, right?
Where
Pretty close.
I
Yep.
I convinced
and so
Pinocchio
I've
to
had
come
some
with
spiced
us.
rum, but
So-
I'm gonna kind of look around and be like,
So 3 of us are heading back to
is this the right way?
like our we ended
Yeah.
up getting a tavern, so we're heading back there, and then the other
'Cause
2
I'm-
are
I grew up here.
the other 2 are the ones
Mhm.
that we're currently.
I-
finished too.
I don't think this is the right way.
Oh, this is definitely the right way.
And
You can roll these.
so-
Yeah, it's
Good
like
luck.
you totally got to
Okay.
play sometime.
yeah,
Are we doing the same
This
thing?
is the
Perception,
this is the best thing
deception,
we've ever
or
done.
you can do
in our
that.
lives,
Uh-huh.
was
Yeah,
play
you can do that.
D&D.
Daggum, come
Wait,
here.
no. It should have been a straight up D20. You should do your yeah, you should add your modifier. You can roll again.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Oh wait, it would just be +6, wouldn't it? That'd be an 8.
Well,
No,
I don't think
I haven't
he hasn't
rolled
rolled yet.
Oh,
That was his previous
That,
one.
that other one.
what was that
for
too?
the-
Oh,
that was
that's
for the
right.
drink.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang it. Dang it.
So I'm be like, nope. Baynor. Where,
Well, shit, we're headed the right direction.
Baynor? Where are we going?
Mama Lily's. Shamar's mom's place.
I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna kind of look at the ground. I'm like,
We are definitely
Baynor-
headed the right direction for Shamara's mom's place.
Baynor, why are we going to Lily's house?
I want to invite her to the ball. I've never I've never been to a ball. She may have never been to the ball. It'd be fun.
I'm gonna just look at the ground and then I'm gonna hold up the
and
bottle of
then
spice rum.
Baynor is
and I'm
trying
just gonna
to
kinda
have
say,
sex with
I guess
Shamara's
it's just
mom.
me and you today, old friend. And I'm gonna take
Just
a
to
sip
catch you up.
and just keep following Baynor to Mama Lily's.
I'm gonna
house.
be like looking for carts that are selling like flowers, and if not, I'm gonna basically steal them out of someone's yard.
Okay, you can find some flowers.
Okay, I'm gonna buy flowers.
Okay.
2 silver, something like that.
Yeah.
Heal.
All right. When you guys come back to the Troll School Manor, what are you doing?
I'm gonna find a table, kind of off in the corner, so we're not like obviously we're not like in the middle of everything, and just have a seat with them.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna go to on our way to the table. I'm gonna break off from them, and I'm going to just since it's the middle of the day, right? Would you say maybe after lunch ish?
Yes. Yeah, it's like late afternoon.
I'm just gonna order like bread or something. Like have
yeah, so
Leaf-
everybody sees
bring
this
bread or
this
something
screen
over
is
to
the same for
table just so
everybody.
we have something to munch on
except
while we're
for
waiting
because Brian is the
Okay.
DM, he's like the
What's
leader
coming.
of
And then
the
I'll just go and sit
thing.
down.
His is a little bit different, but everybody else sees this.
I'll do that.
So
Okay.
So Nim, what'd you think? As I'm sitting down, I'm gonna be like, so Nim, what'd you think of the city?
It's big.
So and
Big
then
city?
the whole game is like determined by dice
It
rolls.
is a big
So
city.
there's like a element of like randomness to it, which is what makes it like fun and
You
exciting.
get to see it out of your window sometimes, don't you? Or your door?
Well, it doesn't really look this way, you know. It's different. It's not the same.
It's nice to
Um,
see something different, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. if you're scared,
It
you know,
does.
just pretend you're brave until the screaming
like,
stops.
There's a good
you know?
bit of. So this is what I was trying to just start determine. I think this
I
is the
think I
better
heard somebody say that
screen
one time.
for this.
Maybe. Or read it.
That is a horrifying thing to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Nim, here's the situation. As I think you probably heard a couple nights ago, this bar was attacked, and people saw someone that looked a lot like you leaving the scene, seemingly being the person who attacked this place. So we're trying to figure out who it is, which you seem to have answered that question, and where we could possibly find them. So before they escaped, after you made them, did you guys have any conversation about where you would go if you ever got out of here, what you would do, things you wanted to see, anything like that?
So the Nimblewright that I made, he can't actually talk. He was just like someone to be there with me. But that was enough. But he can't talk. So no.
Okay. Did you guys ever have anybody come by that you would have seen that was wearing red cloaks?
I've never really been out. I've never really been outside of the attic. So I don't know who would come inside the temple or leave it. And nobody knew about my friend that I made. I was the only one until, well, now.
How did he get out?
Well, I asked him if he could go, just like he could go see the city.
Yeah, so like right now, basically,
because I couldn't,
we're trying
and
to.
he did, but I expected him to
Brian
come back.
knows the story, and we're
He
trying to
didn't.
figure it out. So we're like investigating
So-
right now.
I hadn't seen him for like a month.
When we first came up to your room, you were talking about doing something bad. Was the hitting me with the bird the bad thing you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I was just trying to get it to fly. I didn't mean it. I thought it could fly, and I thought it would come back, and it didn't, and then it just lost its flight, and it hit you.
No, it did great.
I'm sorry.
It flew a long way. It flew a long way. It did great.
And did you ever name your friend?
No
No?
names. No.
And
Okay.
you said it was about a month ago.
Yeah, about 4 or 10 days.
Is there anything? Were there any? Does he look exactly like you? Does he have any like special markings? Does he?
He's made of wood. He's made of wood. He's made of wood.
Okay. Does he have any like
oh,
particular quirks or
I did.
anything?
I saw this one time in a book. There's like this thing that people wear on their face, and it's above their mouth.
A map?
And no, it's like it looks like they wrote it as a mustache,
Mustache?
a mustache. Maybe that's it.
So you
Yeah.
I gave him one of those.
Oh, that was very thoughtful of you.
Yeah.
So
Did
he
it-
has a wooden mustache?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did he seem like angry? Like whenever he was like up in your room? Did he?
No, he was friendly.
That's what I
No,
like
he
to
was
hear still,
friendly.
then.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. That's good,
Um.
but I'm trying to figure out if I need to
but,
make like a new
yeah,
scene
no, it
for
was-
D&D.
He was
It's
he was fine
kinda
at
boring to
first.
just look at a
Couldn't
static
get him to
screen,
work
So I'm trying to figure out
quite right, but I mean he
trying to figure
he
out
ended up
what's
working.
I think this works better.
They always
between
bring me
combat.
these different parts, and so like that's how they would keep me occupied. So I just invented a bunch of stuff in that room, and so that was all my stuff that you saw, the junk and stuff. I don't even know what they brought me, but I just put it all together and it worked. But you know, gears get stuck sometimes. That's why we just keep turning them. You know, you just.
Okay. And I'm just going to just gonna chill. Just think. Go into some deep thought.
Okay. He's gonna copy you. He thinks that's what the way you're sitting, whatever you're doing, that's what he's supposed to do.
Perfect.
Okay. You are knocking on the door at Mama Lily's house.
It's a little weird.
What do you do?
Especially if you come in like in
I'm just
the
gonna be
middle,
as
like you've
not
been here for like
confident as
earlier
possible, be
sessions.
like,
It's kind of hard.
"This is
I don't have a
mistake."
great
I
imagination
haven't knocked on the door
anyways.
yet. I'm just like,
So it's a
like-
little bit difficult
she's not gonna
regardless.
go for it,
But
is she?
yeah,
And I'm
especially
talking to myself
especially if
more
you've
than
missed
anything,
earlier
but, like,
sessions,
out loud,
it's
you could
pretty
definitely hear me,
confusing
right?
to come in.
Yeah, so by this point, I've taken a few swigs of the rum, so like I'm not drunk, but like we're definitely feeling good. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna kind of go up, just put my hands on Baynor's shoulders, and be like, "Come on, man!" Like she's
So
gonna.
Basically,
who
this
wouldn't
is
love
like
you?
we're in the city,
And I'm just gonna lean over and I'm gonna
and
knock on the door.
the general
And I'm
idea
gonna
is
just give him a couple quick
there's
shoulder
like a
rubs,
vault
make sure
with a bunch of
his,
gold
his
that
clothes
people
look
are trying to
nice, you know,
find
kinda
these
give
like
him the old,
stones that are like the key to open it.
down his
And
down his
so
little
and there's like
his armor and everything that he's
some
still
like
wearing,
cult
and
worship
then,
happening, and people are
step
getting
back and
kidnapped
watch
and
the
stuff like
show.
that. So we are trying to figure out
Okay.
who's doing all of that and to beat them to the punch, essentially. So that's what we're
All right,
trying to
so
do.
what are you gonna do?
And so
I'm just gonna stand there in front with the flowers,
the-
like
like I
in my
said,
hand, just kind of like.
the- like tavern that we're in got
Okay,
attacked.
so you did knock
right
on
now
the
we're
door
trying to
then.
figure out who attacked.
No, well, no, Elliot knocked on the door.
I knocked on the door,
Oh. Okay.
but then I stepped back to make it look like he knocked on the door.
Right. Okay. So she's gonna Mama Lily's gonna come to the door.
This is a good bit. This
Um,
is
oh,
different. This one's a little bit harder.
hello.
If you're not like
Um,
interested specifically in
hey.
D&D, it's
Hi,
a little
Miss
harder
Lily.
to keep up with too.
We'll
We'll be back with Dead by Daylight
we're
on
kind of in the
Wednesday,
area,
don't
and
worry.
so wanted to stop by and say hi. And
well, where's Shamara?
she is actually back at the tavern, Troll School Tavern. We own that now. We're actually rebuilding
Okay, so
it,
she's
and-
safe. She's okay.
Yeah, she's doing just fine. Actually, she's actually helping protect an important friend that we just made. So she's doing some really important work. Otherwise, I 100% know she would have come as well. But myself and Elliot, if you know the Thunderstaffs, like this is their son.
I'll just kind of like peek out from behind him and wave.
And then Baynor, the one
but
talking right
I
now,
saw these and
is
I
trying
wanted to
to
swing by and
seduce
give them to you.
Shamara's, which is another one of us is mom.
Popped
That's
in
who he's
my
talking
head,
to. Is her
you know,
mom.
just yeah. Here you go. I'm just gonna
Oh.
hand her the flowers.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Was actually gonna ask something too. I'm not sure. Like no is an option, right? So we're going to this ball for the cast lanterns. It's like a masquerade
It's-
ball here in about
yeah,
like
it-
4 or 5
It's
days.
like I said, it's a little hard to
You
get.
wouldn't be
It's a
interested
little
in
hard to
going
keep
with
up
me,
with and
would
get
you?
invested if you're not
Oh,
interested.
I
in
don't think
D&D
so,
specifically.
Baynor. I think those days are gone for me.
You
I
sure?
yeah, I don't think so. No.
Fair enough. So
Yeah, I don't have any place in there.
worries. I just wasn't sure if you ever been to a ball before. I know I haven't. So. And just was gonna invite you to see if you wanted to go and experience it, and no biggie. So it's okay if not. So, but just wanted to invite you.
Well, thank you.
Would you like me to tell Shamara anything for you, or I'm pretty sure she'll probably be by.
Just for her to stay safe, and yeah, I look forward to hearing from her again soon.
like I said,
Nah,
Wednesday.
we'll
Wednesday we'll
definitely
be
do
back with our normal
everything to
Dead by
keep her
Daylight.
safe, but she
This is a little bit
really
different.
takes care of herself
We only play
extremely
once a
well.
week,
So,
and it's just like an
you got a great
extra.
girl.
We have our Monday, Wednesday, Friday that we do.
Oh,
and
of
we just have, like,
course.
an extra stream.
all right. Well, thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Y'all be safe.
Wait for the door to close.
All right. And it's closed.
Okay, now I'm gonna instantly grab the ball out of Elliot's hand and start chugging. That was a mistake. Ugh. All right, let's go find these guards.
And with that, Baynor, if it helps, I'll go to the ball with you.
You will.
No.
Oh,
That's it. We're bringing more
Uh,
of these explosive arrows before the ball starts.
here's I don't think I've ever shown y'all, but here's Mama Lily.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
still.
Ain't she precious?
So
I don't
adorable.
think I
That's
ever
my
showed
mama.
y'all. So
Shamari, you better tell your mom to go to that ball with poor Baynor.
Oh, Shamar will never know. I do not want to lose my head.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think I'll know that he asked.
so
I'm
y'all
gonna
are
look at
going
Elliot and
back.
be like, can you not tell Shamara about that? That's kind of embarrassing. Or Little Ray, anybody?
Got you.
Are y'all going back to troll school?
We'll
Where y'all-
probably.
With a guard tower, right?
Oh,
Yeah. We'll head
Okay.
up to the guard tower instead.
okay. All right. You would know where this is. You would know where this is right here. That this interaction would happen that you would go to. And y'all would make it there safely. No problem. What is there anything else that y'all want to do at Troll Skull while you're there?
No, not unless anyone else had anything.
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Anything from you, Kat?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So
yes,
he
and we're
Nim ended up
we're almost definitely down.
almost like he
'Cause, like I said, we
grew
we played
bored. And
another one
he
was-
ended up finding like these little
the
scraps
Isle.
of like
we played the Isle.
metal
and we love
and, like,
that. So
paper
yeah, we're
clips
almost
and
definitely down.
things
yeah.
like that, and ended up configuring and making the way that
so. I think
that
we'll love it too.
gears would lock and move and you
I
know
think-
kind
I
of
think we'll love it too. I love dinosaurs.
go
so-
upon one another. He almost made like this little metal octopus that would walk on itself. And so he would kind of like you kind of make it and it would wind up and it would kind of walk itself with its little tentacles.
How many players can play it?
In the time that y'all are just in
Like,
the
can you-
downtime that you
I'm
were just
assuming you
sitting there
group up
pondering,
with
he grew
people?
bored
Is
and
there, are there
and
is,
ended
like,
up
in the Isle,
making
there's
something.
different group sizes based on the dinosaur?
Okay. So you are back at this guard tower, and you see the guards there. What do you do?
We were there to get permission to go see the dead bodies, right?
Yes.
Are you asking me? Who are you
Um,
asking? Yeah.
If we play though,
Yeah,
you are
no,
definitely down. You're definitely
uh,
good to play with us if you want to.
Okay.
If you're interested.
So I guess I'll kind of look at Baynor and kind of be like, okay, so we just have to convince these guys that like I am actually like from the order of the cleric or whatever their fancy cleric club is.
We have
And
one
basically-
Blackstaff tokens, so we could just say we're investigating on behalf of the Blackstaff.
That would be awesome.
We can also do that. That's a good point.
They
That's a
give to
good
100
point.
players per server. Jeez. Do you? I'm assuming is it
Just put it in
similar to
the
the Isle?
now.
Like you
You know what? That's
like I like looked into it, but it's one of those things like when you actually play with it, like, to actually
so
play
I'll
it.
just kind of look at Baynor and be like,
You don't really
"Since
get a
got
good
all
feel
the
for
good
it."
ideas. How about you take the lead on this one?
You know what? I'll be your squire since Lord Thunderstaff, and I'll start walking up.
But yeah, I'll
to
talk.
the-
I'll
to the
talk to
guard
Brian.
tower.
I think we have.
Okay.
And
I
is
think
there
we
any
have
guards out
this
front
week
or anybody?
somewhat planned out.
Excuse me, sir.
but we
Absolutely.
might-
Two,
we might
yeah,
swap out one of our
two main
streams and play
guards
that
at
instead.
their
I'll
post.
talk to him about it.
But I mean, this is a city watch, station. So there's more city watch than normal.
I don't know much
It's like
This is
walking
kinda-
up to a police station.
Exactly. Yep.
Excuse me, sir. We are here on behalf of the Black Staff, and I'm gonna flash my
Yeah,
token.
that's how I felt about before the
requesting
aisle.
to.
He's gonna grab it, look at it.
Just kind of like
while you're talking to him.
whatever, and then turns out I love
We're,
dinos.
we're trying to
Who knew?
find the explosion that happened at Skull Manor down the way over by
Yeah,
Thunderstaff
Yeah,
Way.
absolutely.
I heard of it.
We're actually trying to see if we can get access to the deceased that were unfortunately killed as part of this.
You hear an order of the Black Staff?
We're here on behalf of the Black Staff. She asked us to continue to look into. We think there's still a credible threat that this might happen again. So we're a little bit worried about that. So we'd like to see if we can examine the bodies and hopefully be able to glean some information from them.
Okay. Yeah, we can show you in. Follow me. And he walks you in, starts to walk you in, and
I think we're.
we'll take you into
But we'll be back on
the little station,
Wednesday. And like I said, I'll talk
and
about
we're getting there
Titans, but
because we're coming up on midnight.
Wednesday
So
Perfect.
we will be back, and we will not. Be
the next
staring
week we'll
at
start
Stag Scare on
with
Wednesday.
y'all at the City Watch
So,
Shack.
Thank you, Chubby, as
and
always. being here.
y'all at
Seriously,
the other group
Thank
at
you. Your support
Troll
is
Skull.
incredibly encouraging. So thank you for being here,
Um,
and we will be back on Wednesday.
We'll go drink
Awesome.
alcohol.
Yeah.